Alright folks, well welcome to Orlando, Florida. My name is Nelson Morales and I'm the owner of KFS Fitness and Performance. So I have a little cheat sheet here. I write down what I do for my workouts just so that I don't forget. Hopefully I'll get good enough to a point in doing videos that I'll be able to just spit them out and don't need this lovely thing. But till then, tough dog. So first one that I'm going to end up doing is more of a landmine, clean to cross rotational press to it. Working on power, working on explosiveness with my athletes. It's always a great one because it teaches them to not only explode through the hips here, but also get a good rotational aspect as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to quickly describe each of the workouts that I'm going to do for my own workout. Then I am going to let you folks go. I am going to go get my workout because I've got to head out and work with some athletes today. So first one is that landmine to cross rotational press. So pardon, just going to move this over a little bit so you folks can see what I'm doing here. So I make sure it's not a heavy amount of weight. I started getting used to over the years. Strength is about progressive building. Don't chew off more, don't bite more than what you can chew, so to speak. You just want to make sure that it's a weight that you can feel comfortable in doing, and the next time you progressively move it up, challenge yourself again. So we start off, first side, one arm to it, up and throw. So again, quick, up and throw. So nice and controlled down to it. As you see, I make sure it's going to be a triple extension. So with it, it's extension at the ankles, the knees, and then the hips. I bring it up, boom, and rotate it over. So kind of the catch motion, thinking from here, catch, and then a press if you want to do that way. So next one, let me find my lovely list here. We have heavy deadlifts. So again, now it's more focused. First exercise was 5 reps. Try to go as heavy as you can. Do both sides to it. Make sure they're evened out. And you want to go ahead and put a nice amount of weight onto it. It's a power exercise, so explosive. Pardon. I said heavy deadlifts. I'm actually going to go to core work now. So what we're going to do is 2 exercises here. One I'm going to start with, I have my lovely yoga mat here. I'm going to have the weight down in front of me. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit here. Make sure that the weight does not fall on me in any manner. Always, always, always be safe on what you do. So place my head down, push this up into the air, and slide underneath it. Make sure it's a good enough weight that it's going to press the body down into the ground, but you are going to be safe. You want to make sure that you can do 10 reps with holding this solid here. So this, it's kind of holding you into place. You want to make sure that, I have a slight arch in my back. If you can, really, you may have to lift up your head, but concentrate, keep the head down, back down into the ground so you have more of a pelvic tilt there. Feet go up into the air. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to concentrate going on one side as far as possible, under control, and back the opposite way. Under control, and back the opposite way. And back. Okay, again, nice and easy, bring it down. Don't do a heavy weight on that because, again, we're worried about safety there. That is a windshield wiper using a landmine there. So a little bit of stabilizing of the upper torso with my hands in position and just working on obliques and lower body kind of separation. Good one for golfers out there as well. Next exercise that I'm going to be going into is one we see quite a bit, working on the obliques in a standing position. So With that one there, now what am I doing? I'm more stabilizing at the lower body, moving the upper torso. So again, good for golfers. Want to go ahead and separate upper body from lower body there. So I grab up the landmine. I keep it nice and close, so to speak. What I'm going to do, make sure slight bend of the knees. Always, I call it athletic position. We want to drop to one side, hold tight, bring back to center, drop to the other side, hold tight, bring to center. Always make sure you keep it nice and in tight to the body, especially if it's a heavier weight. If you want to increase, and say you only have 10 pounds, it's fine going 10 pounds, start there. When you're at heavier weights, you're out in a little bit closer position with your arm position. When you're at lighter weights, what you can do then is go ahead, bring the arms out, and then concentrate. Turn here, boom, turn the opposite way. So, you know what? I'll show you. Pardon? Take that out. Handy dandy. 10 pounds. All I need. I'm not trying to act like a macho man, and you know what? I'm not expecting you to either. So, from here, arm goes out, nice and straight, okay? Just want to make sure. This one here, if you want to put a little bit more emphasis on upper body, you can do a little bit more narrow stance too. So from here, I turn, boom, arms are a little bit straighter out, still somewhat bent in the elbow, and back to center. Opposite side, boom, and back to center. If you can only do the bar, start only the bar. Just progress up. What I recommend is always going something like this. Start bar, go 5 pounds. You know, if that feels like too much, just go 2.5 pound increments. No worries. Take your time with it all. Progressive overload is what we want to focus on. So, my next one, coming on throw. Now I'm back to the heavy deadlifts with it. This one here, just going to add weight on. When I do my own workout, I'm probably going to add a little bit more weight. But starting here, okay, can do twofold. If you're a little bit limited in dorsal flexion or limited at the ankle, easier terms, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we work from kind of a top-down approach. So what that means is, again, get into proper position. I start from a top position. You can have somebody else hand you the weight as well. Start from here, and hips get drawn back like somebody's pulling you away from the bar. Go slightly past knees, and then back up. It's called Romanian deadlift as well. If you see, okay, I got that one down, now I can go to the next level. Same exact deal, concentrating. Back is tight, chest is high, abs are tight. We're down. We go to that starting position, and then a slight bend to the knees down. So it's from here, start upwards, bend it back, bend down. Next level would actually be going then from the bottom up approach, where it's, I'm here, same exact position, nice and tight here, nice and tight, chest high. We're from here, then it's up, back down, slight bend to the knee, up, back down. So really concentrating again on the hip hinge pattern back. We don't want rounded shoulders. I'll be dead honest, I did that in the past. I really had to concentrate, and still do, on making sure shoulder blades are squeezed, abs are tight, and I'm doing proper movement pattern. So that's a heavy deadlift to it. Then we have one arm floor presses. So with this, bring the mat back, placing it right underneath. You're going to lie down on the mat here. I am actually, because at all times, I want to go ahead and try to focus on core strengthening, also glute strengthening. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get underneath. I have this, where I can, oh, this is a little bit too heavy. See what I told you about too heavy there? Take that out. Bring a handy dandy 25 in for me. That might even be too much. Okay, come back down. I grab it. It's a little bit challenging, but it does the trick. Okay, I want to move up and into it to make sure when I come down that I don't put too much pressure on the elbow. It's still a lot of emphasis on the chest there. So what we're going to do is we are going to slide into position. Have it here. All right. Slide into position. Boom. Down to the ground. Back up. Down to the ground. Back up. Down to the ground. Back up. Here, always keeping pressure. Triceps, chest. Keep it down a little bit. And it'll take pressure off the shoulders. So we're there. Like if you're using a kettlebell, butt goes down. Grab both hands onto it. Lean over and bring it down. Okay? So that's the next exercise to it. We have our lovely next exercise. One arm rows. Ben Bruno, thank you so very much for the creation of this and actually the inspiration for a lot of these exercises. So with this one here, doing it from front facing position for you so you don't have to be checking out my butt the whole time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cross lateral positioning. So that means opposite arm, opposite leg goes and stabilizes. Okay? So with this one here, get a nice good stance. What I always try to tell my athletes is make sure you're in a runner's position to it, in a sprinting position. So always get some thinking that way. Let me take this over to the side. So I'm in that runner's position. Nice, good, strong base. I'm actually on the balls of my back foot there. If I want added support, so I don't get tired here, I just put my arm down. So I'm here. I'm going to squeeze and back down. Squeeze, back down. Okay? Also, you should feel a nice, good squeeze right in that outer hip, because outer hip really has to stabilize you as you're doing the main movement. It's a really, really good one. Followed by another great one. Ben Bruno's been using quite a bit. Man, I look forward to talking with you again because you have some great, great stuff out there. With this one here, again, we can do it two ways. I'm actually going to do the cross-lateral version, meaning that I have the opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? You want to make it more challenging? You can go ahead and do same. So, would be from here, and it's same this way. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to hold on. It's going to be at my side here, or you can put it out front. We're going to go down and back, making sure everything moves at once. Chest stays high, abs stay tight. Really testing what my balance is going to look like. Okay? 10 one side, 10 the opposite side to it. And we come down to the last special ones. These ones here, started thinking about, all right, how can I go ahead and bring in curls and also tricep movements? So what we're going to do is you can do standing. So with the way that this is, it's probably going to be a little bit hard. You know what? Let me go a lot lighter weight as well. So we're going to try that. Okay. Try from here. Okay. So I'm here. Nice stable base always. We're here and back. Okay. So it's here and back. So what you're doing is you're almost going like this position here. Kind of taking from long head of the bicep to the short head of the bicep there. So again, starting from here, boom, moving outwards. Also thinking if we're training this way, a seated bicep curl. Now, going on to or tricep extension. So I'm going to place this down on the floor, right underneath me. I got this lovely thing extended. Okay? So what I'm going to do, find a nice handy dandy arm position to it. As a guidance point, also thinking safety, make sure that that other hand is there. So we want to go here, down, squeeze, back up. So again, trying to keep everything in line. From here, hold, boom, back up. Always, always, disclaimer, always have that hand there as added support if you're going to do this exercise. So here and back. If you see that that is not going to happen, folks, I'm telling you, do not do this exercise. Because you have to make sure you're always safe with things. We don't want an eye poked out. I don't need anybody coming after me. Since I already told you, you got to make sure you're safe. That hands position right there, down, boom, and back up. Okay? So again, over, down, nice and safe. Give it a try. Complete landmine workout. I'm actually going to go hit it hard. Some special cardio at the end, 6 rounds of intervals, try to get something in, and then I'm with my clients for a little bit later in the day. So I hope you enjoy, folks, and we'll be talking with you soon. Bye-bye from Orlando, Florida.